Well, you can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Houseguard. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
I know what I hold sacred. That's a shout. Like the Greybeards on their mountain.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
By Izmir, you did it! You killed the dragon.
Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. We will find her eventually. Do you have news of our quarry?
Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore. Long live the Empire.
There has been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible.
Old friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the Watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thume, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord. I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Very well. Just let me know when you're ready to purchase the house. The only thing I remember is the old story of Tiber Septim being called Dragonborn by the Nords before they switched sides and joined the Empire. No doubt those graybeards up at High Hrothgar will talk your ear off about it. Near as I can tell, a bunch of ancient Nord hermits who live on top of a mountain. Never heard of them talking to anybody before. If they really do want to talk to you, you'd better go find out what they want. You never know.
Have you reconsidered my
Of course. It's all in this
Changed
note.
my mind if that's what you're asking. I won't leave Whiterun defenseless, even for a day.
If we send half our guards to aid the legions, just for a few days, it could tip the scales in the Empire's favor. The companions can help protect the city, and the Emperor will be in our debt.
Have you lost all sense? We are short on guards as it is. If we lose half our men, the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild will have the run of the city. The Stormcloaks will be the least of our worries. The answer is no, I tell you. Now stop pestering me with your warmongering.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Lead the way. I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
So rise up! Rise
up, children of the Empire! Rise up, Stormcloaks!
Still warm from the oven.
Bits and baubles for sale. All crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
I ain't done nothing.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler.
I work for
if you have any
Bellathor
questions.
at the general goods store.
Everything's for sale. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Come back. You just let me know. Take a look. Remember, I'll give you the best
I've got your
deals
back.
or die trying.
I am at your command. You lead, I'll follow.
Welcome to Bella. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Next time, come see me at my shop. I've got some things you'll just...
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone. For the age of aggression is just about done.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
guard beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours and we'll see it. of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
I ain't done nothing.
Well met, kinsman.
I work for Bellathor.
May your
at the
sword
General
be
Store.
sharp. Well met, traveler.
Oh, Sadia.
Yes, Mom?
You still need to remove
Keep a
that-
song
I've got
in
a
your
hungry
heart
daughter to
and
feed,
a
so selling my
blade in your
produce
boot.
is really the only
Friend,
thing.
what are you looking at?
Patron of the great clan
Bad, huh? Only if I can help it.
I'm sure you know
But
well.
damn,
Sing your
hey,
special
in the
song
Bannered
tonight?
Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale.
Not now,
The
I'm
good
working.
stuff. Get it
You're
for
always
They won't
welcome.
even know it's
Why
gone.
else would
Come
I spend so much
on.
time here?
Mikhail is quite the songbird. Maybe he's the
Then
reason
we
we're
got
here all the
nothing
time.
more to talk
The
about.
bard's got talent. I'll give him that. You just
Sure,
make sure this
whatever.
music is the only thing you're admiring.
Oh, John, darling, you know you're the only stone-biting, knuckle-dragging Nord for me.
That's my girl.
Yes.
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help, please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me. So, are you working with them? You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers. I mean it. I'll cut you in half. So the Alakir know where I am? What did they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me. Then I need your help, and there isn't anyone else I can trust here in the city. I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution. They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are.
Days come and gone.
I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust. I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down. You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alakir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you. Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles, gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink of our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. I can teach you a few things. No, friend, that I'm not. But I get along with your kind well enough. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
I'm right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead, I'll follow.
The Greybeards have summoned the
Stupid
Dragonborn to
dog.
High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands. It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town, too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes. Good day.
Never should have come here.
Maik wishes you well. Maik does not remember his childhood. Perhaps he never had one. Maik is very practical. He has no need for mysticism. Nords are so serious about beards. So many beards. Maik thinks they wish they had glorious manes like Khajiit. Maik is tired now. Go bother somebody else. Maik is done talking. Maik is done talking.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. Can't wait to kill another Imperial.
Damn faithless Imperials. Keep your eyes open.
Next Imperial I see is dead.
Talos guide you. At first they called us that to belittle our cause, but we gladly accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of Skyrim. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. We fight to make our land great once more, to raise up strong, noble thanes, and lay low false Jarls and the cowards who hide behind them. The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies. Our friendship, a cloak of true brotherhood for all who would wear it. Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't join anything. Either you're a true daughter of Skyrim, or you're not. If you are, then you make your way to Windhelm and talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torrid do? He and the Owls that supported him? They took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody Justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them. Until next time.
Fight or die well. Take a look. Can't wait to kill another Imperial. Take a look. Talos guide you.
Fight or die well.
Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow and clank like a kitchen. They head this way, we'll know it. Next Imperial I see is dead. Here's what... What do you need? Here's what I can spare.
Talos guide you. last Imperial I see is dead.
Keep your eyes open. Can't wait to kill another Imperial. Fight or die well. I long to be out there with my brothers, waging war against the Empire.
By the nine, I hate the waiting. The goddamn waiting. Talos guy. I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces here.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. Take a look. Good day. Leave me alone.
I don't have time for this foolishness. Now come along quietly, and we won't have to get rough. Brother, I think she's telling the truth.
I'm not going anywhere. Now back off before I
Need
do
something?
something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar. What? Oh, you're right. We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Next time you're looking to pester someone, make sure it's the right person. Foreigners. What a nuisance. They thought I was some other Red Guard woman. They just wouldn't leave me alone. I hope they get lost in the wilderness.
Still here. Lead on.
Keep your guard up.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. Not sure I understand the question. The Legion's always been in Skyrim. We have garrisons throughout all the provinces of the Empire. Our mission is to serve the Emperor, uphold the law, and protect the citizenry. Skyrim's days are darkening, and the Legion will soon be called into service like never before. But we stand ready, as always, to meet that call.
It's not that bad.
Think you've got the metal, eh? Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, a rebellion, and now dragons. Skyrim's a mess. If you're serious, make your way to Solitude. Our headquarters is Castle Dower. You find General Tullius there, commanding our forces in Skyrim. But talk to Legate Rika. She handles the local recruiting.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You mean Ulfric's so-called Stormcloak Rebellion? The Nord Kings, oh, excuse me, Jarls. They can't seem to control their own people, so the Legion has stepped in to keep order. Sadly, the Empire's stretched a little thin these days, and we've gotten very few reinforcements. So we've been forced to recruit locally. But rest assured, citizen, we'll put an end to this uprising, and things will get back to normal soon enough. My parents were traveling merchants, eventually settling in Cyrodiil. I must have inherited their wanderlust. I joined the Legion to see the world. I know, that's one of those things people say, but it's completely true in my case. It wasn't long before I saw more of the world than I bargained for. Home? Home to me is a hot cup of ale at the end of the day and 5 minutes without someone needing something from me. Cyrodiil is a beautiful place, full of diverse peoples and histories. But so too, Hammerfell and Skyrim, and every other place I've been. Don't get me wrong, every country has its dark corners, but that's why we're here. To bring order and civilization, and to protect the people.
Places and see the world. But it's true in my case. I never bargained on seeing more than I liked.
Ulfric and his thugs are stirring up trouble for their own agenda. The Empire is the only thing keeping the Dominion from walking all over Skyrim. It matters little if some of the people here are ignorant to that truth. They are still citizens of the Empire. It is our solemn duty to protect them. The life of a soldier is full of hardship. That's nothing. But they send the Legion to places that have gotten too bad to be settled without violence. What's hard is seeing good people warped by evil. And I've seen the face of evil. It was in the air above Sentinel on the night of Green Fire. Back in 42, I was stationed in Hammerfell, on leave in Sentinel, trying to track down some refugee relatives who had fled persecution in Alinor. Suddenly, an explosion of magic in the refugee quarter. Thalmor mages were attacking the Altmer dissidents who were resisting with magic of their own. I ran to the scene with other legionaries who were stationed there, but the entire quarter was a smoking ruin by the time we arrived. Everyone was dead. Wholesale slaughter. The Dominion, not content with killing dissidents at home, came to Hammerfell to finish the job. We're supposedly at peace now, but I put in to be stationed here to keep an eye on the Thalmor. I have a feeling they're behind this unrest in Skyrim. For the glory of the Empire. I'll take my leave then.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
If those rebels think they can best us, they have another thing coming. Not sure you belong here, citizen. Take a look.
could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor? Such power.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead? Klimek brings food supplies up to them once every few weeks, when the weather permits it. Other than that, they seem like a quiet lot. Don't really know too much about them.
What's the point?
What a boring conversation.
People every night.
I think you play beautifully. It would be a shame if you stopped.
All right, Wilhelm. I suppose it's the least I can do for you. Pardon me, my lady. Would you care to hear me play my lute?
Have you spoken to Fastred yet?
I've always fancied a journey up the 7,000 steps to the monastery. Anything to break the boredom of living in this town. I envy you. I play the lute. If you'd like to hear something, it only costs 5 gold.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
Why, thank you. You're very kind. Still interested? Thank you, milady.
If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted. Need a room? Maybe let me know if I can get you anything. The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed. There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul. Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow? If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest. About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again. Sir, I've got no interest in magic users. No use for their kind at all. They're way up north in Winterhold, and that's fine with me. I don't even like our Jarl having a court wizard. Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Of course. It's all in this note. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that? Of course. It's all in this note. We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course. Of course. It's all in this note. Need a room? Maybe a drink? You name it. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Keep your eyes open in the barrow. That's how they get you.
If you fancy a bit of music, let me know. A pleasant journey, milady.
Watch what you're doing.
Let me know if I can get you anything.
They call it the path to the monastery to 7,000 steps. Can you imagine? I'm not certain if I could even make it to the top without collapsing from exhaustion. Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
I can't see you, Rada. I can't find you. Why are you hiding? Hiding. Hide, hide, hide. Don't make me sad. Rada was here, then gone. Went to gather plants and everyone looked and no one could find her. Wilhelm said she'll be back. Told Narfi not to worry. Rada will come back. With father I said goodbye. With mother I said goodbye. Rada leaves and Narfi can't say goodbye. Makes Narfi very, very sad. Narfi needs Rada to say goodbye. The mountain will eat you. Watch the mountain.
Damn bears are driving me crazy! This has to be the worst place in Skyrim to run a mill. How am I supposed to do anything with all those bears running around? Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd. Have you ever seen what a bear does to the trees? They jump on their hind legs and scratch them to bits, marking their territory or something. It's getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees at the right size. Costs me too much time and money. My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Iverstead long ago. The Greybeards stay away from me, and I stay away from them. Suits me just fine. Now go give those stupid bears what's coming to them.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has
Need something?
Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast? Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Have anything interesting to tell me? The Greybeards are a strange bunch. I heard they lived their entire life without uttering a single word. Can you even imagine? I wish I could go with you.
way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous. Be careful up there.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. They're not the sort to take visitors, but I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation. I like to spend time up here, walk the steps, meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. All right, then.
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries. Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind. Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years. Come here. Keep it. I was just outside Iverst, just a pilgrim. Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Fus!
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new form. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Fus! Ro!
Well done. Again.
Fus! Ro!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Fus! Ro!
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. The others do not speak. Their voices are too powerful for you to withstand. How you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wold. We will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate. Whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Wolf. Now, it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. 5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. Breath and focus. Wind, guide you. No doubt, you should focus on honing your voice. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him. We study, very few are permitted, but in your case, Dragonborn, 5. When your voice can open the path. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the god. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way. The voice, although this true mastery in the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, he was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. Wind, guide you.